Blood? But from what? Was Elliot hurt?
We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fair to say. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello, Aromas. This is Aromie here, and welcome back to Changeling. We're here in the middle of the freaking woods, but with Elliot, and he's gonna take us home because some crazy batshit things are happening in this wood, and we gotta get out. What about you? What happened? I intended to keep an eye on your place tonight, but same story as always. I just woke up outside. I couldn't see the house through the trees, so when I saw the flashlight, I headed right toward it. That was dangerous. You had no idea who it was. It's dangerous to be out here at all. I just thought that, well, at the very least, I didn't think a murderous vampire would be running around with a flashlight, so it seemed safer to follow and figure out who it was than just stand around in the dark alone. He sighed. I guess I can't argue with that. Anyway, right now, the important thing is to get you back to your house. Elliot abruptly crouched down and motioning me onto his back. I just think it would be better if I carried you. I mean, you don't even have shoes. Well, I mean, it's not wrong. Reluctantly accept the offer, hesitate, I can walk on my own. Hesitate, maybe? I hesitated. I mean, he was right. It just felt awkward. The whole piggyback ride thing was not something I was into. I don't think you can walk back like that. Don't your feet hurt? It's not that they didn't. It's really cold and you need to get back to your house. If you walk, you're going to have to take it really slow. And that's more time you're going to be out in the cold. Well, he did have a point. I wasn't exactly going to be trapezing through the trees at high speeds. I mean, I understand if you don't want to be carried by me. I just think we should get you back fast, that's all. I'm not trying to do anything weird. When he said it that way, it was like he thought I didn't trust him or something. That wasn't it at all. It was awkward, embarrassing. I have to frustrated sigh. Fine, but if you tell anyone about this, I don't intend to do that. I climbed awkwardly onto his back and let him hook his arms around my legs. I held on tightly as he stood, burying my face against his neck in embarrassment. You okay? Yes. Now, I was really hoping that if Mark was actually lurking about, he decided to follow Mr. Flashlight, because I didn't want anyone to see me in that moment. I felt ridiculous. Let's just go. We walked in silence for several minutes. Hey, Elliot. Yeah? If you and Mark are out gallivanting in the forest at night, past your curfew and another dead body happens to show up, won't that put you at risk of being under even more suspicion? He was silent for a really long time. Don't tell me they didn't consider that. If we were to get caught, then yeah, but that's assuming we get caught. True. All vampires shapeshift. It makes it difficult to track us. If either of us caught a familiar scent lurking out here, we'll just transform and escape. No one knows what you can just transform into. People know, but neither of us has a transformation that is easy to recognize on sight. So what are they? Your transformations? Mark can change into an owl. Oh, that's cute. A species native to the area. Even if he's spotted in that form, no one can assume it's not just a normal owl. And you? He was quiet a moment. Elliot? Just, I don't like talking about it. Why not? Well, I transform into spiders. Yeah, most people don't like spiders. Spiders. Plural. Yeah, a lot of vampires have abilities like that, like changing to a colony of bats, or even things like Mr. Fog. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I guess I've read about that. I just hate spiders. I snickered softly. That would suck. Man, the first time I transformed, totally by accident, so not cool. Just how many spiders do you transform into? A lot. Okay, we shuddered involuntarily. Yeah, exactly how I feel. I don't want to even think about the mechanics of that. The truth is, what I'm really hoping is that you won't tell anyone you saw me out here. I already know I can't do that. He had kept me my sleepwalking secret. I owed him anyway. I won't say anything. Good. And in any case, I'm more worried about about there being more victims while we're just sitting around doing nothing. But the agency is looking out for the killer too. What makes you think you're going to find it before they do? Look, you wouldn't know this because you're new, but the agency is mostly made up of wizards and espers. Basically people that are human. They work hard, but it isn't easy to if it was easy to catch a vampire, the agency would already have their culprit. They need people like us for cases like this, whether they like it or not. Mark and I are way better equipped to find another vampire than they are. So what gives you and Mark an advantage? I think the entire agency was good at moving around undetected. Undetected by humans maybe, but not necessarily by other cryptics. Besides, vampires are pretty good at detecting one another in other ways. Like your amazing sense of smell. That's one way, but it's also just, I don't know. We just tend to be aware of each other when we're in close proximity. Vampires' spidey sense? Something like that. So is being good at covert operations what makes catching vampires so hard? Basically, it's hard to catch things that are designed to operate at night, can move fast and shapeshift. That's why having a sixth sense that hones in on other vampires is useful. Then they should be asking for your help instead of trying to sequester you. Yeah, that's what Mark said. So why'd they kick you off the team? Shouldn't they at least know one of their own didn't commit a crime? It's just complicated. The relationship the agency has with vampires is complex, and this case is difficult. But I guess they just don't trust us. Anyway, right now I'm worried about you. We have to find a way to keep you out of the woods at night. I know, believe me, I'm not interested in getting my blood sucked out, trust me. It's not just that, though. I mean, I also don't want that to happen to you. Unless you're the one doing it, cannibal. Elliot knocked his head against mine gently. No, though I still maintain that doesn't make me cannibal. So if it's not just that, what else are you worried about? There's a stray fairy gate that opens up in this area around Samhain. It could appear any night now. It might have already appeared. It never opens in the same place, so before I was removed from the prep team, Allie, Danny, and I were trying to figure out where it was going to open this year. They're still working on it. When they find it, they'll set up wars to keep people away, but until then I might accidentally find it and stumble on it. And that would be bad. I wonder if it was really just coincidence that I was being driven out at night when there was just happened to be a bay gate nearby. That's going to require some serious thought later on. Aren't your arms hurting? No, you're not that heavy. You've been carrying me for at least 10 minutes. We're almost there anyway. I had no idea how he could even tell. We were silent for a moment, and soon I saw lights winking at us from between the trees. I sagged in relief. Elliot? Thank you. I mean, you've done a lot for me. I haven't done a single thing to repay you. You don't have to be worrying about things like that. I'm not doing this because I want you to pay me back. But it's okay. I just want you safe and happy. That's it. You're so cute and nice. He didn't let me down until we were at my back gate. And when as soon as my feet hit the ground, they were taking some serious abuse these days. I guess this is good night again. Yeah, I'm sorry I snapped at you earlier. You're not stupid. Elliot, please be careful. I don't want you to get hurt, and I don't want you to get into trouble. Don't do anything reckless, okay? I won't. He reached out and brushed my hair. Oh, brushed my hair away from my face. His palm lingered on my cheek, and for just a moment, and his thumb brushed the edge of my mouth. What the hell? Why are you doing this? Stop it. Starting tomorrow, we need to really look into ways to keep you inside at night. This is getting dangerous. If anything happened to you, don't worry about me. I'm a pro at getting out of the woods safe and sound. Trust me on this one. Just worry about yourself, okay? Do friends casually touch each other's faces like that? He withdrew his hand and sighed. I'll try. Good night. You too. I left them there and crept quietly back into the house. My parents were really lucky Spencer and I weren't really troublemakers. They were distressingly oblivious to the things going on in our house. I limped my way back to my room and collapsed on my bed. My poor extremities were already warming back up, which meant that my body felt like someone set it on fire. Well, shit. I stripped out of my dirty pajamas and found something warm to wear. Then I flipped my desk lamp and sneaked into the bathroom to grab things to clean my feet up. On my way back to my bed, I stopped to pick up the pajamas I left on the floor. I'd have to find a way to wash them without Mom seeing. She'd definitely wonder how they got so dirty. Something caught my eye. Oh, fuck! And I bent toward the lamp. I holding the shirt up carefully, a long red smear traced across the front of it. Is that blood? But from what? Was Elliot hurt? My feet were pretty scratched up, but there was no way the blood would have gotten on my shirt. It was right on the front, too. Did Elliot get hurt? The only other thing I could think of was when Elliot pressed against me. I picked up his hoodie up to check it as well, but the black fabric made it pretty difficult to tell. Still, was he hurt? He hadn't said anything about that. I chewed my lip. He was definitely still hiding something from me, wasn't he? That worried me a lot. I thought about it all while cleaning myself up until I finally fell asleep again. Chapter 6, Feral. October 25th. So his route it's not quickly going to Halloween. It's like it's leading up to Halloween. I mean, technically all the other routes also led to Halloween, but I think theirs went a little bit quicker. Or maybe I'm just hallucinating it. I don't know. When morning came, I was strongly considering playing sick and staying home from school. I was so tired. My body ached, my feet hurt. I just felt gross. Mom definitely was not having it though. Her badgering was worse than being tired, so I finally dragged myself out of bed to get ready for school. I managed to make myself more or less presentable before heading downstairs. Good morning, honey. You look like you're tired. Did you stay up reading again? I shook my head as I grabbed my toast, shoved it in my mouth as I went to get some coffee. She watched me silently as I poured myself a cup. Chico, I looked at her curiously. That was a rather serious tone of voice for her. I was watching the news this morning. You know, there were a couple high school boys from the neighborhood who went missing. Yeah, I heard. They weren't from your school, but I thought you'd want to know. They found both of them. One yesterday and one this morning. They found another one? They're saying it was an accident of some kind. They apparently fell into that ravine in the woods. Still another student missing as well, and they haven't found her yet. That ravine story was complete rubbish. I didn't know if the agency was responsible, but I assumed that was their cover-up. I tried to not think about last night or the blood on my shirt after I got back inside. Elliot was definitely not involved. That could have been my blood that somehow got on the middle of his back. Michiko, I want you to stay out of the woods. I mean, Mom, do you see that I'm out there? No, I'm totally not out there. I was so lost in thought I almost didn't hear her. I glanced over, looking at her over the top of my mug. Alright, I mean it. Mom, I got it, I will. It's not like I want to go out there either. I swallowed a bite of toast and took a sip of coffee. Where's Spencer? I think he was going to leave early. Seems like the keys didn't go missing this morning, so he was ready faster than usual. Really? Yes, it seemed like leaving a snack out for the little brownie spirit was helping. I made a mental note to keep doing that. It was tedious, but I guess if I thought of it as having a pet, it wouldn't be too bad. It's like having a really creepy, vindictive dog that no one else could see. So that was one less thing to worry about. Spencer's stressful mornings had been really taking a toll on me. I grabbed my coat and decided to head out a little early myself. Why don't you wait inside for a bit? It's raining. I know, but I just want some fresh air. I'll be fine. Is Elliot from next door going to be waiting for you again? Mom! What? I'm just asking. I mean, he's been waiting for you, and then that date, which I said was not romantic. I did see him holding your hand at the end of it, though. Oh no. So, he's cute, right? Ew, don't say it like that. It's creepy. She shoved my shoulders lightly, laughing. Do you like him? He's nice. We're just friends. I am not answering that. Is that the cuter choice? I didn't even get a chance to think of how to answer that. My face went flaming hot and I quickly tugged my jacket on as I turned away. I'm not answering that question. Why not? Because I don't know. We haven't even known each other that long. You don't have to know each other long to know if there's something there. I mean, he's a bit different than your usual friends, but you seem to like spending time with him, right? Though I'm not going to be thrilled if he tries to talk to you into dyeing your hair. Your hair is lovely the way it is. Mom, he's not. We don't talk about that kind of thing. Then what do you talk about every morning when he meets you out by the fence? Nothing? It wasn't even untrue, but the time she was asking about it just made me feel weird. I'm going outside now. Flustered, I yanked the door open before she could ask me anything else. I stepped outside and quickly shut the door behind me. Jeez, Mom, asking things like that. I knew that it just stemmed from the fact that I hadn't exactly done much going out with friends for the past 5 years, much less boyfriends. My going out with Elliot over the weekend had probably made her feel a bit hopeful. But still, I mean, she's only worried. She doesn't want her daughter to have no friends or no relationship when they move back into the neighborhood, so... Anyway, this is where I'm going to stop for today because my throat is killing me. And I don't know if there's anything that's going to press further in the story. But this chapter was named Feral, which I have no idea what's going to happen. But your girl needs some CG art, and I feel like maybe I screwed some up and didn't get CG art because I chose wrong answers? Or maybe it's just like Danny, we get all of it near the ending. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Touch it,